Hello, how are you? How is everyone doing out there? I am just waking up, so excuse the puffiness, excuse the stuffiness, but I wanted to sit down and I wanted to record this video because I rolled over this morning and I looked at my phone and I was like, what? Like, I never thought this day would come. I never thought that this would actually be something that I was sitting down to record on my channel, first and foremost. I know people are always like, you always say this is a video that you never thought you would have to do. Well, this one doesn't involve YouTube drama. It doesn't involve influencer drama. It involves my life. And honestly, I never thought that this day would come that I would be sitting down to record this video. So please bear with me. I want to give a trigger warning out there to everyone. For anything that you could be triggered for, this would probably not be the video for you to watch because it is going to involve sexual assault, it's going to involve drugs, it's going to involve just a bunch of things that could probably not keep you in the right mind state. So please click off this video and come to my next one. I promise it'll be about some stupid influencer tea. Hell, it'll probably be about Shane and Jeffree. Who knows what could be going on with that story. But I woke up this morning to a text message that my abuser, the person who raped me, is dead. And I was like, this can't be real. Like, this can't be, like, this has to be like a joke. Like, someone's just fucking with me, someone's texting me. Because if you've ever been a victim of sexual assault or rape or something of that nature, then you know that it can have like a heavy toll that is on your shoulders. And you know that those people can, without them even trying to, they can hold real estate in your brain. And you will constantly think about them and you'll think about, like, what went wrong? How did this happen? What is going on? And to know that I'm literally closing a chapter of my life, one of the worst chapters of my life, first and foremost, but really the chapter in my life that changed me for the rest of my years on this planet. It honestly changed me. I mean, it honestly changed me so much. I used to be like one of those kids that I was growing up. I wanted to get into a relationship. I wanted to find love. I wanted to find that person that I could share everything with, all my life experiences. And then I met this douchebag who seemed like the perfect picture. He was hot, he had the body, he was smart, he was funny, he made me laugh all the time. The sex was great. I cannot even stress that enough. It was great. But there was a tick. And eventually in the relationship, about 3 months in, I believe it was, is when the abuse started to happen. I was made to feel like I was less than. I was made to feel like I was disgusting. I was made to feel like I was not worthy of anybody's love in this world, which honestly, to this day, I still believe, because I haven't ever fallen in love. I've never found someone that I've clicked with like that to even know what love is like. Am I ever going to get to experience that? I don't know. But this person would drag me down. They would degrade me. And then came the moment where drugs were introduced into the relationship. Before I get into that, I want to say this is at a time in my life where I had everything. I had a career. I was in Forbes freaking magazine for my modeling career. I was one of the most sought after male models in the world during the time that all this was going on. So the fact that this person was allowed to get into my head so much and just take it all away from me literally made me feel as if I didn't deserve my career. Made me feel like, oh, this is all going to be taken away from you one day anyway. Stay home with me, all this kind of stuff, just the manipulation tactics. And the fact that I can sit here and say that someone was able to get that power over me, as I sit here online all the time, say I'm a really strong person, that's a new attitude that I've had. Back then, I guess I was weak. I didn't want to think I was weak, but I literally allowed a man into my life to take everything away. And it is one of my biggest regrets because I feel like if I never met this motherfucker, my life would be completely different than it was today. Like, you see this Nick online that's an asshole. He pops off all the time at people. He's just a freaking prick and all this. That's a wall that I put up. That's a freaking huge wall that I put up. Like, if you really get to know me and you're with me in person, yeah, I could be an asshole sometimes, but that's not me 100% of the time. Like, this image that you guys see online of me could very well be a persona that I am putting on because I don't want to let anyone get in. I don't want anyone to get close to me because at the end of the day, everyone that's ever been close to me is no longer here. You know, to be completely honest, I can't say that I have many close friends that are in my life still at all because if somebody, and especially if it's a guy, I will do something to fuck that relationship up. that friendship up. I will do something so crazy that it literally pushes them away, because it's instilled in my brain that one day these people are not going to be here anyways. So why am I holding out for that pain and that sorrow to happen years from now, weeks from now, however long it's going to be from now? Why can't it just happen now? Like, why can't I take it all away from myself now, so in the future I don't have to go through that? I know, and I know, and I know, and I know it's a crazy way to fucking think, but it's literally, it's happened so much to me in my life because of the way that this mother got into my brain, that now it's literally my normal. I'm really sitting here just going through flashbacks in my mind right now of the early time that we were together, because it wasn't bad at the beginning. But then as things started to progress and things started to get worse, it got so bad. Like, it got to the point, I told you guys that, oh, then drugs were introduced into the relationship. It got to the point where I did not even want to sleep with this person, and they would keep me drugged so that I would give it to them any time that they wanted. And it was not an illegal drug that they were using to do such a thing. It was Adderall, 30 milligrams. And then it got to the point where I would just numb myself completely, because I literally had nothing going on in my life. I had no one. I literally just had him, no one I could call or anything. And I would numb my pain by taking so many pain pills that I would pass out, and then I would wake up to find out that that motherfucker was out there cheating on me nonstop, and sometimes with people that were acquaintances of both of us. So I don't want to go into too much detail about everything that happened in that relationship, because trust me, I could literally write a book if I wanted to about the abuse that happened during that time, how things were taken, my career was taken away from me, my friends were taken away from me, my family was literally taken away from me because of this motherfucker. And now I'm sitting here just knowing that they're not on this earth anymore. And I'm like, I don't feel bad. I'm not gonna feel bad. It couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Like, honestly, karma's a bitch. And karma came and collected. You know what's crazy is that a few weeks ago, I was talking to my friend Vanessa and my friend Dee, and I was saying, I really feel, I just have this feeling that something is going to change. Something big is going to happen. And honestly, I hate that feeling, because you don't know if it's going to be for the good or if it's going to be for the bad. But honestly, I feel like this is exactly what I was referring to, because as I'm sitting here reliving and playing through memories in my mind, I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and a huge dark cloud is just no longer around me, and I'm here for it, 100%. You know, I ended up getting away from my abuser. It took a very, very long time for me to get into a headspace where I could say that there wasn't a thought of him every single day that I woke up. Now, coming onto social media and having a following here and having this channel and all that kind of stuff, it's always in the back of your head, like, hey, is this person gonna pop up? Are they gonna try to cause problems for me? Are they just going to be an asshole and like, hey, I'm here just so you know, I'm watching you. And now that isn't even possible, I just feel, I don't want to say liberated, I feel like it's a positive step in the right direction, if that makes sense. I'm not relishing in the fact that somebody has lost their life at all. But everything that they did to me, all I'm saying is it couldn't have happened to a better person. I want to say this to everyone out there that's watching this video that could possibly be going through something similar to what I experienced for many years, the abuse, the struggle, all that kind of stuff. Just know, and I know that you'll probably think this is cheesy when I say this, it does get better. And keep in your mind that it will get better. This person that you're with right now could sit there, be tearing you down, saying that you're less than, you're not gonna amount to anything, you need them, all this kind of stuff. That's bullshit. That is just their own fucked up way of wanting to control you. So please, I know it's hard right now, just know that once you get to the other side of that bridge, everything is going to get a lot better. And you know what's so crazy is that when someone abuses you like that, they make you feel like, oh, you're nothing without me, you're just pathetic and all of this. But without you, that's exactly what they are. They're pathetic. They have no power. They're a loser. They have no one to control, and that scares them the most. Because once you walk out that door and you don't look back and you say, fuck you, you put them in jail or whatever the fuck you have to do, they're nothing. They're always gonna be nothing, and that's a fact. So with all that said, everyone, thank you guys so much for listening to this video. I really just wanted to document this because, and like even in like the tone of this video, you can tell that I'm still processing everything, but I know but the future is going to be great. The shadow is now lifted from above me. I feel like a cloud is gone. And yeah, here's to the future. Bye, everyone.